Hey, this is Brian from Worldwide Stereo coming to you from our showroom in Montgomeryville, PA to talk about all the different home theater setups you can create with Sonos products and what I think is the best. Ultimately, choosing the right Sonos home theater configuration for you comes down to three main factors: connectivity, surround sound versus spatial audio, and display and room size. I'll go over what's available to you from Sonos and their S2 platform, and I'll show you some configurations you may not know about. And we'll discuss everything that makes a Sonos system so enticing, such as easy setup, great sound, and versatility. If you're new to our YouTube channel, we have an entire playlist of videos devoted to Sonos, and we'll link it in the description below, including reviews for most of the soundbars and speakers I'm going to talk about in this video. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe to stay up to date on our latest releases. To save everyone time, what I have in front of me is the ultimate Sonos home theater system. It's what I think is the best, and it only has 5 Sonos speakers and not 1 inch of speaker wire. With the ARC, 2 Era 300s, and 2 Sub-Gen 3s, you'll get yourself a killer 7.2.4 Dolby Atmos surround sound system. Now, how can you get a 7.2.4 Dolby Atmos system with only 5 speakers, you might ask? Let's talk about it. ARC will utilize its driver array as the front, left, right, and center speakers, and it will use the dedicated up-firing speakers to act as front height speakers. The Era 300s will become your rear surrounds and rear height speakers using their dedicated upward firing tweeter. The Sub-Gen 3s will give you 2 dedicated subwoofers, and best of yet, you can put them anywhere in the room because they're wireless. You can have one in the front to give more presence in your front soundstage, and you can even lay the other on its side and put it under your couch so you can feel that bass hit. This is the best option. But if you want more choices, Sonos has a cornucopia of options to meet your budget, room size, screen size, and desired level of surround sound experience. First things first, let's get a little technical and talk about connectivity. The quality of your surround sound system is dependent upon the output capability of your display, your TV or your projector. Are you connected with HDMI or optical? Are you using audio return channel, ARC, or enhanced audio return channel, EARC? EARC capable displays are going to deliver the highest level of audio performance like Dolby Atmos with Dolby True HD. You can find which connection you have simply by checking the back of your television or even read the manual. HDMI connections will be labeled with ARC or EARC so you know which input to connect and its sound capability. Most modern TVs will have an EARC HDMI connection, but they'll also still have an optical output. Older TVs will only have that optical connection, and an optical connection will look like this. ARC, Beam Gen 2, and AMP all use an HDMI connection. ARC and Beam Gen 2 are EARC and ARC capable. The AMP only uses ARC with its HDMI connection. Ray is the only piece with an optical connection or Toslink. That doesn't mean you're limited to the Ray if your TV or projector only has an optical connection. There's an optical to HDMI converter, so you can connect your TV to ARC, Beam Gen 2, or the AMP. They're not included with the AMP. For lossless spatial audio like Dolby Atmos with Dolby True HD, you will need to have an HDMI connection capable of enhanced audio return channel, or EARC. With an ARC capable TV or projector, you won't have the option for lossless spatial audio, but you will get as high as Dolby Atmos with Dolby Digital Plus. With an optical connection, you are limited to a 5.1 surround sound system, straight up Dolby Digital. Hit us up in the comments below if you're looking for ways outside of the box to get EARC into a Sonos system. We know a couple tricks. There are 3 things that make up a surround sound system: front speakers, your left, center, and right, surround speakers, matching rear or side speakers, and a subwoofer. Spatial audio systems like Dolby Atmos include height speakers, which may be called height speakers, wide speakers, or overhead speakers. If you're wondering what a 5.1, 5.1.2, 7.1, or 7.2.4 means in a home theater system, simply put, the first number is the number of surround sound speakers, the second number is the number of subwoofers, and the last number is the number of height speakers. That'll help a little later in the video. As your display grows, so should your audio. How big your room is will come into play with how you will fill that room with sound and will likely play a factor in your screen size. Check out my article, How Do I Decide the Right Screen Size and Type for My Home Theater, for some guidance there. The Sonos ARC is partnered best with large screens, think 65 and above, and larger rooms. The sound it produces is spacious and airy. It will fill the room with its 11 internal speakers and 2 dedicated height channels. Beam Gen 2 is partnered best with screen sizes between 55 inches and 65 inches, and a medium-sized room. Its sound has more direct audio with a pronounced mid-range, which helps with more accurate speaking voices in movies. Ray is partnered best with smaller TVs, up to about 55 inches, and a smaller space. It's listed as a 3.0 speaker array, and I'm going to bet it's a rendered 3.0. It has clearer vocals than any TV speaker on the market, and is good for smaller sound systems or even a computer setup. The array can be placed in an enclosed space because all its speakers are front firing. The wild card here is a Sonos amp in a surround sound system, because it will work with all size displays in rooms. Why is that? It will depend on the size of the passive speakers to help determine where it will play best. You can use floor standing speakers, bookshelf speakers, and architectural speakers like in-wall or in-ceiling speakers. Sonos math is difficult because of how they will rearrange the speakers, change the arrays, disable speakers, all dependent on the configuration you find them in. We have a full list of the possible configurations you can get with the Sonos system and how to accomplish them on the screen here. I even mentioned those unmentionable IKEA Sonos speakers. I'll have a link in the description to my blog post about these configurations so you can have a little more time to digest the information. If you have a question about one of these configurations, leave it in the comments section where I can better explain the differences. There are so many articles that talk about Sonos surround systems, but not enough that go over all the options. As you can see, there are a lot, which speaks to why Sonos surround systems are so versatile. If you feel like you're overwhelmed with choices, or you can't decide what you want, or are working with a limited budget, Sonos has a good solution for you. Sonos doesn't lock you into a single setup, and you can upgrade or change components at any time. Start with the soundbar, add a subwoofer to improve your bass experience and free up your soundbar, add surrounds for the immersive surround sound experience, and just keep going from there. When you update, feel free to move things around. I did this just recently in my own system at home. I had a Playbar 5s and a Sub Gen 2 in my living room. When I upgraded the Arc and the Air 300s, I reconfigured my whole Sonos system. I moved my one from my kitchen to my dining room. I moved my Play 3 from my bedroom to my kitchen. I moved my 5s from my rear speakers to my bedroom. Still can't believe I got the okay on that one. And the Playbar moved to my office to act as a speaker for my 50-inch computer monitor. Now, what do all of these sound like? Now, you can try to listen to some of these setups virtually here on YouTube, but let's be real, it's not the same as listening to them in person. Check them out in person at our Montgomeryville location, where we have a lot of these setups ready for you to listen to and enjoy. Or take advantage of our 60-day return policy and give them an in-home demo. Just don't forget to hold on to all the packaging. Thank you for joining me for a run through of all the Sonos home theater options. You can learn more about these systems online at worldwidestereo.com, or if you're in the area, you can stop by our showrooms in Ardmore or Montgomeryville, PA. We offer 60-day returns, free shipping on all orders, and we're authorized dealers for everything we sell. If you have any feedback or questions, leave them in the comment section below, or you can call or email us at any time. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos. This is Brian from Worldwide Stereo. Thanks for tuning in.